Welcome to Las Vegas Live with Vegas Vig and Ziggy. I'm Vegas Vic and that's Ziggy. Say hello, Ziggy.
Hello, Ziggy.
Now, come on, you gotta be more enthusiastic. I tell this every time we broadcast. You're never enthusiastic enough. You're living in Las Vegas. Be enthusiastic.
Hi, Ziggy!
Oh my God, now you blew my ears out. See? Now that's a little bit too enthusiastic.
Well, I'm excited to be here, Victor, because there's something I really want to talk to you about this week.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what.
Blackjack.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
right.
now
That's one word, by the way.
Thank you. Blackjack is one word, not two words.
That's right.
Okay, there's something I don't understand.
Right.
I see on these tables, Blackjack pays 3 to 2,
Right.
or it pays 6 to 5.
Right.
What's the difference?
The difference is money lost to you as the player. Well, I'll explain. Now, I hope the people who are watching us are familiar with Blackjack. If you're not familiar with Blackjack, it's a game also known as 21. It's played with cards, and the idea is that you get a 2-card or more card total, which is greater than the dealer and not exceeding 21. Now, if you want to know more about this, of course, you can look it up on my website, morecasinodeals.com. But I assume that most people in the world are familiar with the game of Blackjack, also known as 21, which is the world's most popular casino card game. It's also played, by people at home. So it's a really easy game to learn at the basics. But in the casinos, there are many different things that the casinos do in order to assure themselves of a steady house edge. And that's the percentage that they get from the game so that they can have these wonderful casinos and so forth. But Blackjack is a game, if it's played on a table with a shoe or handheld, then this game is what's called a dependent game. What that means is that the cards that are yet to be dealt out depend on the cards that have already been dealt out. So, for example, if you have one deck of cards...
You're not answering my question.
I'm getting there.
Well, answer my question.
I will get there, but it's important to say this. It's very important because
I'm
getting
impatient.
to that point. I understand that, but I want to explain that the reason why Blackjack can be played skillfully and profitably is because once you know what cards have been dealt out, then you know what cards are still left in the decks.
Yes, but that's card counting. That's
It's not card counting. What it does, it affects the house edge, and that leads to your question.
Okay.
Now, here's what happens. If you play just with basic strategy, now that's the little cards that you can buy in the casino.
The little cheat cards.
Yeah, called win cards, right? They tell you what to do, how to where to hit, and what to stand, how to double, and so forth. If you play with that, you can reduce the house edge to just about 0.5%.
And wait, and is it true that the casinos actually hand those out?
Casinos will hand you out. They're available in the casino gift shop. So they will encourage you to play because they know that most people will still play very badly. Even if they have the cheat sheet in front of them, they will still make mistakes. And so even though theoretically by using those little cards you can play Blackjack to just 0.5% house advantage, most people will play so badly that the actual average is about 20% house advantage. But even that is not enough for the casinos. So what they've done most recently is they've changed many of their lower denomination tables. By that I mean $5 tables.
$5 a low denomination table.
It's now a low denomination table. It used to be $1, but now it's $5, especially on the strip.
Okay.
And there are many reasons for that because Blackjack is labor intensive and blah 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 blah. So what they want to do is make sure that...
Don't look at the monitor.
I am trying to do that. I can't help it. I'm hoping somebody will give us some love.
They're joining in, they're watching.
A little bit of, hearts and some questions.
If they want to give us hearts, they will do so.
I'm going to get to that, okay?
Okay.
So the point of this discussion is that what's happened is that the casinos have found a way of being able to increase their house edge, and that is to change the pay from 3 to 2 for a natural Blackjack, which is 21 total with 2 cards, a 10 value card plus an ace. And instead of paying at 3 to 2, they are now paying at 6 to 5. Now, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Okay, here's the point. Now, I brought some casino chips with me.
Yay!
These are $5 denomination casino chips. And I'm going to give you an example. Now, let's say, for example, that you bet $10. That's two chips, right?
Okay.
Now, if you get a Blackjack, natural Blackjack 21, you get paid 3 to 2.
What is?
So here's the 2, and you get paid 3. So that's what means 3 to 2.
Okay, hold on now. I gotta ask a question here.
Yeah.
I have put 2 chips down
Right.
on the table.
Right.
Correct? Now, if I win,
Right.
I get the original 2 back plus 3 more?
Plus 3 more.
Right, because I'm getting paid 3
Yeah.
for
So-
the 3 for the
Yeah.
2 that I...
Right, so these are your 2 that you bet, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any more of the chips, I just
Right.
bet the 3, right? So these are the 2, so this is your bet, it'll stay.
Mm-hmm.
But you get paid 3 to 2. So, you know, you will have these 3, which are your winnings, plus these 2, which were your bet, because you won.
Okay.
So basically what you're getting is at 3 to 2, you get 3 chips for every 2 you bet.
Okay.
Right.
So now I have 5 chips.
So now yeah, but let's forget about the original bet. Let's just look at this,
Okay.
the winnings, because that's the important part. So you won 3 chips.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, if you play on a table where it's 6 to 5, you don't get 3 chips. You get 2 chips with an extra $1 on each of them, like this. So that's
You get 4 chips.
So that's $6. So that's 6. You get $6 instead of $7.50. So instead of getting $15 for your win, now you're getting 12. At 6 to 5, you get $6 for every 5 you bet.
Okay.
You know, at 3 to 2, you get $7.50 for every 5 you bet. So for a $10 bet, if at 3 to 2 you win 15, and at 6 to 5 you win 12.
Okay.
So the difference is $3 for every $10 bet.
All right. See,
The difference is
wow, you take a long time to say something simple. For a $10 bet
right.
on 3 to 2,
Right.
I will have $15.
Right.
For a $10 bet on 6 to 5, I will only have $12.
Exactly.
So for every $10 I bet
Right.
on a 6 to 5 table,
Right.
I'm losing $3 every
Exactly.
time I win.
Exactly. You're handing $3 to the casino for absolutely nothing. The $3 to which you would have been entitled as the winner for that particular hand. Now, what does that mean?
That means the casino's ripping me off.
Well, they're not exactly ripping you off, but they're adding another value to their house edge. And what does it mean? It adds 1.89%.
It sounds like a lot more than 1.89%.
No, it does, yeah, but it's 1.89% to the house edge. So if you're playing perfect basic strategy at 0.5%, and this, on a 6 to 5 pay table, you're now adding 1.89%. So you're basically playing a 2.4% house edge game, which is worse than slot machines.
Wait, you're telling me that the blackjack tables on the strip, the 6 to 5,
Right.
have worse odds than me going clink, dum, 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 dum.
On the same kind of value. Remember, you're betting $10
all right,
for 15, right?
okay.
So if you're playing, say, a $5 slot machine where you put in 2 tokens for $10, the
Right.
payback is usually 98%. So that's a 2%.
98% versus...
So which is a 2% household versus on a 6-5 blackjack table a 2.4% household.
Wow.
So what you're doing is you're sitting at a table where your overall general odds under perfect playing conditions are worse than the same kind of denomination slot machines you would find in a casino.
And do all of the strips, all the casinos on the strip, have 6 to 5? Pretty much?
Just about everybody has changed their lower denomination blackjack table. By that I mean again $5, $10 tables and so forth, particularly on weekends and holidays. They are all changed to the 6 to 5 pay table. However, every casino on the strip still has 3 to 2 tables. And many of them are also available in the lower denomination table. They might have 6 tables at 6 to 5 and 2 tables at 3 to 2. And you know what? People are so stupid they don't know the difference, and they waste their money on a table at 6 to 5 where right next to them is the same game, same denominations at 3 to 2.
Wait, the same denomination?
Same denominations.
What hotels are these at?
Well, every single casino in Las Vegas, no matter where you go, will have this mix. And the reason why this mix is possible is because people don't know. They don't know the difference between this and that. So they're willingly playing a 6-5 table and giving up an extra 1.89% to the house and losing $3 for every 10 they wager when they hit a blackjack. While right next to them, or a little bit down further in the pit, there would be the same game at the same amount of money at a 3 to 2.
No. Okay, I was under the impression that all the strip casinos had gone 6 to 5.
Well, yes, they have, but they still have 3 to 2 tables. Usually,
Are they even open?
Yes, usually if we go right now, it's 9:30 our time on Thursday. If we go to the casino right now, which is a busy time
For the replay viewers, this is 9:30 p.m. on a Thursday night.
yeah, 9:30 p.m. Thursday night on Las Vegas time. So if we go to the casino right now, on just about any casino on the strip will have a bunch of blackjack tables in action. Many of them will be at 6 to 5, but there will be a number of tables, fewer tables, especially in the lower denominations, at 3 to 2, because they have a mix. Now, the higher denominations, where you play, say, $25 per bet and up, all of those are at 3 to 2, because those are usually played by people who understand the game, and they wouldn't play it at 6 to 5. So what's the purpose? What's the reason? Well, that's because casinos need to make more money. And why do they need to make more money? Well,
because they're all in debt.
Well, they're all in debt. And then why are they in debt? Because they borrowed billions of dollars from investors on Wall Street, and now the shareholders and the investors want their money back. And so what's the way that they're going to get their money back? Well, one way is to tighten up the slots, which they have, and tighten up the games, which they have. And
right.
So what's the final bottom line? Well, the bottom line is not that good. Even though casinos make about $1 billion a month in Nevada, that's still not enough, considering the fact that, for example, places like Caesars Entertainment have $16 billion in debt, which they're now trying to write off in bankruptcy court.
Right.
And so there are other casinos that are converting their properties to real estate investment trusts because that provides more shareholder value. And so basically, what Las Vegas has become is corporate Wall Street, because it's all about servicing the shareholder and servicing the bottom line, and the casino gamblers are now an afterthought. And many of these people are investing in what's called non-gaming facilities. They're building sports arenas, they're building shopping malls, they're building outdoor cafes, and they're investing into everything other than the casino. Yet the fact is that most of the revenue comes from the casino, because the casino, even if run badly, and even if run at the optimum payback percentages, will still make between 20 to 40% annually on their investment. But the casino corporation has been siphoning this off and investing it into places like hotels and shopping malls, where they get at best 1% to 6% return on their profit, and they're losing money by the tens of millions and sometimes billions of dollars. And they can't figure it out. And why can't they figure it out? Because most of the people running the casinos are either accountants, lawyers, or bankers, or they have to answer to bankers who live on Wall Street and know nothing about casinos or casino gaming. And that's the reason why we have crappy games like this. Okay, now...
Oh, wait, we have a question. Moved here a month ago and having a hard time finding employment. Any suggestions? Well, what we're talking about on this show is not about necessarily living in Las Vegas. We're talking about basically gambling in Las Vegas. This is Vegas Vic. He's a gaming author, and he's written many books on how to be profitable from gaming. So the question is good. It's just not really for this particular show.
I would like to try to help our viewer. If I can, very briefly.
Well, okay. Well, he's going to answer your question. I mean, I'm not prepared for this particular question, but if you want to ask,
I can answer it.
Go ahead.
I can answer any question asked me. Yes, and if I don't know, I'll say it. Here's what I want to help you with. Okay, my first question to you is: if you want employment, do you want employment in a casino? Because there are different ways of doing this. It depends on which is your field of expertise. If you want to learn how to deal cards, for example, there are schools which you can go to, or you can find avenues of being able to go to some of the trial casinos downtown or local places. Or if you want to be in some kind of a different industry, there are avenues to do this. And the best way to do this, if I remember correctly, there's a place called careerfinder.com or casinocareers.com, I think. If you just Google casino careers in Las Vegas, I'm sure that you'll get many of these placement centers. So that will be the way to do it. Okay, so I hope this was helpful.
I have two-year degrees in communications, and I'm learning a creator instructional design.
Okay. Well, then you'll be better suited to things like PR agencies and and marketing firms and advertising
Now,
agencies.
PR agencies, there's a lot of them in this town.
There's a lot of them in this town, and also every casino has a marketing and a public relations department and a publicity department where they do a lot of graphics, in-house as well as in the advertising industry. So I would suggest...
Yes, I'd like to speak to that point, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because of the other field that I'm in.
Right.
A lot of the hotels and casinos here, like you were saying, have basically two marketing departments. They have one that is in-house, and they also outsource, depending on what they want to do.
Right.
So if you're coming in here and you're looking to do some marketing, I don't know what the job field is like, but I know there's a lot of companies, and there's different hotel companies that might be looking for people. So that might be a place you want to send out your resume to.
Yeah, right. Once again, if you want to go directly to the casinos, you can go to their website.
You're welcome, Claire.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you're welcome. Thank you very much. If you want to go to the website, for example, you can go to the MGM casinos or any of the other properties, and just go to the section which says Human Resources and find out what they've got available, or just call them up on the phone and ask to speak to the HR department, introduce yourself, and tell them who you are, and who knows, maybe.
And then they'll send you to a website.
Well, maybe sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. If you live in Las Vegas, show up. Introduce yourself. Don't be part of the herd. Go be a go-getter. Go there and go get them.
I have another blackjack question.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, and
How we do it for time?
well, we could stop now if you want. Or
Okay.
we can
Have
keep going.
we done our 12 minutes, because we can come back? Because
We can do that if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we finish up for this section here?
Okay.
You're going to ask me a question.
I have
in our
another
next
blackjack question.
Another blackjack episode in our next episode. For right now, we're going to sign off. We'll be back on again in about a minute or so for our next episode, and you'll ask me another question. So until next time, I'm Vegas Vic. That's Ziggy. Say goodbye, Ziggy.
Goodbye, Ziggy.
So long. See you in the casino. Bye.